John Lee, who's the only one on it. He's the only one that's saying.
Well, and he's been funding, hopefully, to take care of the community where the city is not funding properly.
I love him. Yeah, he's
done a lot of stuff, and it's just because it's quiet doesn't mean nothing's happening.
No, I know, and I've met John Lee a few times through my chiropractor. She lives in Chatsworth, and the rest of the people on the city council are. You know, everybody thinks this pyro thing is over. Everywhere I go, I show proof to booster. Still, people say, oh, it's no. The city council, I was trying to volunteer at the library, and I've been calling John Lee's office, Brunefeld I followed. My last job as a paralegal was at the Jewish Home for the Aged. So he supported us, and I liked him. Now, every time you post something, like somebody put up these yellow barriers, and I post on Facebook, since you did the vaccine test with us, I cannot support anything you do, and I get thumbs up. I keep putting that on Facebook because I'm like, this is undone. And so now, even now, the library, I wanted to volunteer there. A tutor, a friend of mine does it. Long story short, there's a city ordinance in place that I found out through the library's website, 187114. Basically says the city did it, the city council, forever and ever and ever and ever, you must show proof of COVID vaccine if you're an employee or a volunteer. So here is the part, you understand what I'm saying when I say Rosa Parks on the bus? Okay. It says exemptions will be considered on a case-by-case basis. Well, I'm not playing that game anyway, but that's somewhat fair. Go to the library's website, which is how I found out about the ordinance. They refer to that. They have the link there, and it says exemptions will be considered on a case-by-case basis, but not for volunteers, only for employees. I'm sorry, that's pure straight discrimination. I've been calling all the different offices, and they all agree with me it needs a vote, but of course they're too busy and too egomaniacal to do that. So, do you know what ICANN is?
I've heard of it.
Informed Consent Action Network, Del Bigtree's thing. So every phone call, every email I had, I've been sending to them. This woman, I can't remember her name now, but I have all the emails, and I told Del about it when I met it at the launch. And they're ready to, eventually they'll be suing LA because it's wrong. This is what I'm up against everywhere I go. I was supposed to go on a trip to the Gentle Barn.
Sorry to interrupt you, but real quick, would you be able to take a picture with me?
Absolutely. Yeah.
I feel bad doing it.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah.
A friend of mine, luckily I didn't go, so I sat in the car and went on a senior's trip to this Gentle Barn, where you can pet wild animals and stuff out in Santa Maria, and also went to this gibbon sanctuary. And
you're very welcome. Nice meeting you guys. Take care. Have a great rest of the weekend.
A princess for a daughter, I see. Pretty impressive.
We do.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah, she for sure rules the kingdom at home. Yeah.
Somebody's got to.
That's right.
Keep it going.
Bye. So cute.
Bye, guys.
Thank you so
Take
much.
care.
Anyway, my friend that went told me that when they went to the Gibbons place, they had to put on a mask to be around the Gibbons. I'm like, well, it's a good thing I didn't pay them because I would have sat in the bus all the time you were there. I could not to blame that thing.
You're very welcome.
So if I call you or contact you, you can tell me how to do volunteer, what to do.
At Devonshire, I don't really have any contacts at other stations anymore because I've been there so long.
But you're a volunteer,
But I'm a volunteer, and you can pet him. And
but that would short circuit the process, is what I'm saying. If I contacted you,
probably.
I'll try and see.
Probably.
And what kinds of things do they have volunteers doing?
So Devonshire Division has 9 units, volunteer units. And there's VST, there's our mounted unit, where we're mostly on horseback, riding here to the department. I'm not even thinking right now, but the bottom line is there's 9 different units, and nobody else has the amount of volunteers that Devonshire.
They actually have a mounted unit?
That's me, yeah. That's us. That's what cavalry is.
Like my friend that was a quarter horse for years who did with mounted patrol with the national parks, but then they kind of dropped it. They don't have someone to supervise it.
So, hang on a second.
Once again, part of the you wanted to say something.
Thank you for letting me.
You're very welcome. Here, you know what? You want a sticker? I'll give you a sticker.
That was so nice of you to thank him.
There you go. How about that? Well, thank you guys. Nice to meet you. Take care, man.
It's so nice to see that. I don't have kids of my own, and it just warms my heart to see because of all the craziness going on.
Well, I get, why do you do this? Nobody pays you. I mean, I get a lot of stuff, right? And one of the things I love is when I get the kids around, and I go, that right there.
And you see some parents that get it that still do it. Like
Most of them do. Most people do. But once in a while, you get that person.
I started putting this in my hair just because it was fun. I get people coming up to me, do you know there's purple in your hair? Or why do you have purple in your hair? I'm like,
No, thanks for telling me.
it's like, no kidding, how did it get, I mean.
So if he rode for the parks, I'm assuming if he still has the same horse, you can pet him if you want.
Stickers, please.
You want a sticker?
Yeah, 2, please.
2? Okay. Hang on a second, buddy. You like baseball? You like baseball? Okay. I'll tell you what, hang on 1 second. I'll get you 2 stickers. Okay, and I'll get you a baseball card. Hang on, buddy. There you go. You're welcome. So if he still has that same horse, and I'm assuming it's good in crowds, it's good in public, like all of our guys,
He's like total zen.
all of our guys would stand here just like this with these people.
That's what he does. He still rides with friends in the park, and the horse will just stand there.
So if he's interested, he can give me a buzz.
Okay. His horse is about like 22 years old.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because he would love that.
Yeah, if he's interested or anything he wants to do to help and support, it'd be great.
Oh, he would love that.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. What's your name?
Eric,
Eric, Denise.
nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Yeah, it's, you know, the volunteer groups are roller coaster rides as far as support. And part of the problem is command staff at the station. Devonshire has been amazing, and they always come out helping us out. They're always so supportive, so we do the best we can. And we've made a lot of difference over
What
the
do you
years.
think about, I don't even know, I mean, he's not technically with the police, but what was your take on Adam Villanova? Was he good for you guys, or I loved him? Is the
I
guy
don't.
now any better or worse?
I don't, no, I mean, I don't particularly have a opinion. I really don't, one way or the other. I think it was more of a non-event.
Well, that's comforting.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of status quo, I think.
Well, I mean, it's like everybody that I know, through the synagogue I know, they're encouraging everyone to get CCW, you know, permits. And now, I mean, I'm surprised Houston's arm didn't fall off because he signed over 900 things into law. But now, you probably heard what they did. They made it a little bit easier to get your CCW, but you can't take the gun anywhere.
Well, but the problem is,
Only one problem?
well, no, well, part of the problem is, so they recommend you have insurance, but there's never enough insurance, right? You
No,
know,
but I
something
mean,
was to happen, it's kind of, you could still lose everything if something was to happen. And you're the victim in your house, you protect your family.
No, I understand.
And
I don't disagree with you at all.
It's horrible.
But the government has to stop saying, I'm going to tell you what to do. That's the problem.
Oh, absolutely.
That's the
yeah, you know, the
big
government's
problem.
been in our house for a long time.
Yeah, that's
They're not supposed to be in our house. They're working for us. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, I'm a retired paralegal, so like when the lockdown first happened, you know, we all bought into it for a nanosecond because it was such a shock. But then I'm like, the dots don't connect. I'm sorry, they don't make sense. Isn't that cute? I was petting him. He'll let you pet him. He likes you. Does he like women better?
I don't think he's.
Does it go? Because, you know, sometimes they do. Or maybe
Yeah,
just
no,
likes
he's good with everybody.
He's kind of like leaning toward her.
He's good with everybody.
Look at that. He likes you. He's very cute.
13. Can I take a picture? Sure. Yeah.
He loves this, doesn't he? Does he get tired from doing this at all?
I don't think so. Maybe mentally.
Where do you live? Do you keep him just in your backyard?
Yeah.
Where do you live?
Yeah, North Valley.
North Valley. You're such a good boy, sweetheart. Such a good boy. Look at your shoes. Oh, he likes them.
Okay, it's just confirmed to become a veterinarian. So
because my major is to be a vet or a vet technician.
Okay.
And today just confirmed me to be a vet because I love animals and they love me.
How cool is that?
Like my mom tells me, I'm good with snakes, I'm good with dogs, cats, like all types of animals. And I used to volunteer for horses.
Okay.
So it's like, this is what
Yeah, he's a good boy.
I should do it. What's his name?
Rowdy.
Oh, can I pet him?
Rowdy. Rowdy?
Like Rowdy?
Like Rowdy Piper?
Are you a veterinarian?
No.
Oh, that's so cute.
Oh, thanks for letting me pet him.
Oh, you're welcome.
I'm just loving him.
No problem.
He's so cute. That's so adorable. Oh my god. We just love people. Oh my god, sweetheart.
I'm sorry?
For me.
With that? You're welcome. You're welcome. That's Rowdy. Welcome. Yeah, sure. Absolutely. No, absolutely.
We'll just hang out here. We won't go shopping, right?
Mom, he looked at me.
He looked at you. He likes you. I know.
Is it a horse?
He's a miniature horse.
Sure.
I was thinking
Why is he being returned?
We are in the line.
What's wrong with him?
Yeah.
He looks okay to me.
Yeah.
Does the horse have a name?
Rowdy.
Rowdy? Rowdy.
And why do horse wear horseshoes?
Why is the horse wearing a shoe?
Where he can't be, he has to have shoes on to be on the pavement. Pavement's too hard for his feet.
Oh yeah, he has a lot of cooking on it. Yes, I see the Pokemon.
My first time seeing a real-life pony. Is it easy to take care of them?
It's a lot of responsibility.
Like taking care of a dog.
It's more. It's a lot more. It's a lot more.
Because when I did volunteering for horses, you have to feed them hay or like feed them like what's their diet.
Some horses are different than others, depending on how much they get or what they get. Alfalfa is higher in protein than other grasses. So you got to be careful about certain proteins. He can't have a lot of protein, so I can't give him alfalfa. And he can't have any carrots or anything because he can't have any sugar. So every horse is different depending on the situation.
Do you know any horse places out there that can volunteer?
There used to be places. I think they're all gone now. Ride on Topanga. On Topanga, it's a place called Ride On. Look it up. They're there. They're always looking for volunteers.
I'll take one photo. Come here. Yeah.
Why does he look sad? But believe it or not, he's not. He's actually pretty happy. You see how he's resting his rear foot? See how his foot is up a little bit? That means he's very content right now. He's very relaxed.
He likes everyone being so gentle.
He's actually pretty happy right now.
You know how when you're you guys here for just to interact with them?
Hanging out.
Pretty cool.
Yep. Yeah, we do it quite often. We go different places all the time. Do we take volunteers?
Like volunteer.
Let's go back to the car.
Yeah, I don't have.
Go back to the car?
Pretty much
Why?
just me. I mean, as far as doing this, it's just me. Yeah.
So what we're going to go is
You're welcome. Nice to meet you. Have a good day. You're welcome.
shoes on.
Oh,